Los Lunas, and we just came back from Brazil, where we got to promote our very first black belt. It's nice to be Professor Tusa's first black belt, and now I get to be here on these mats. I haven't taught in Gracie Barra, New Mexico for 10 years, as long as I've been working in Los Lunas. So, Professor Matt, step forward. And I thought about like the fact that you guys can make yourselves comfortable. This is going to be a long day. If you want to get this.
Yes, maybe not time.
Sorry. So I had the privilege of not just teaching on these mats, but like growing up as a competitor on these mats and just getting killed by these monsters every day. And so what I have to show, it's not like I learned it on YouTube. It's not like somebody taught it to me and I started drilling it. It was just pure survival, right? Survival kind of made me understand these positions that you kind of never really want to be in, but because I trained with, amazing people. I got to travel to Brazil, and that's where this stuff came from, and man, it was cake. No offense to Brazil, it's just speaking to, we have a lot of advantages here. We have quality instructors, quality leaders, quality air, so to be able to teach some of my techniques here really is an honor. So I'm going to kind of show the stuff that helped me, survive a little, because I was always getting killed. The number one worst spot, back, right? Your friends are here, and they're just calling them hugs, but they're not hugs. They're not very nice, right? So we're going to start by defending until we can attack. And if we can't finish the attack, then we'll work on an escape. So these guys were all black belts. I was this little white belt, and I couldn't give them any real hard work, but I told myself if I don't quit, that's a success for the day. And so I ended up in this spot a lot. So the first thing that you have to think about when somebody's attacking you is you have to give that attack respect. With more time, you'll understand when you're actually in danger and when you can kind of mess around a little bit. So right now, I'm in danger because my collar is here. The arm is underneath my chin, right? He's got full hooks. He's got ultimate control right now. So I'm in extreme danger. So the first thing I have to do is focus on the attack. So I'm going to take my grips, right? And very important where we don't just grab anywhere. I see too many people, they'll be getting attacked and their hands are flailing or their legs aren't working. You have to coordinate your limbs, you have to coordinate your legs and your arms to be doing different things at the same time. And then you actually have to pay attention to where they're actually moving, because every little angle matters. That's the leverage of jiu-jitsu. So I'm going to take my first grip, and I'm going to grab the sleeve. You can grab by rolling, or you can just grab this simple and fast grip. Sometimes you have to just be fast and you don't get the best grip. The second grip is going to be behind the elbow, and notice how I'm using the same two grips. It's almost like an L here, and I need to try and get my chin in to buy myself some time, right? This is not a defense. If Matt is attacking me, he can still apply enough pressure on my jaw to break my jaw, to occlude my airway. So it is not a defense. It's merely there protecting your carotid so you don't pass out too quick. So we're going to take our grips, very important, these grips. The other thing I want to do is my arms. I don't want to be leaving them out. I want to make sure that I bring them in tight. Why? Because I'm not going to kill my grips. I'm not using my hands to pull here. I'm actually just bringing my elbows in, and because I'm attached to him, see how it pulls his arm in? So number one, defend, right? Buy some time. Now it's obviously these guys are bigger than me, so I know that I need to fall away from the arm, but he's going to get me to the bad side. He's going to get me over here where I'm starting to die, right? He's starting to really apply the pressure there. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to give him something else to think about. So what I do here is I work to step over the top of his leg, right? This is the very first one. What I'm doing is I'm trying to straight ankle lock him here. They say don't cross your feet when somebody's on your back, right? So I actually start by trying to trap one, and I know how a straight ankle lock works. I simply apply downward pressure on those toes in a straight fashion, and I'll get that foot lock, right? So I'm taking the back of my knee and pushing down on the toes, right? Kind of pinching the toes like my hand was the back of my knee. I'm trying to trap those toes in there and controlling the direction they're in. Now usually what happens here is, one, they just freak out. As I start applying that pressure, they'll relieve and I'll be able to escape. But sometimes they stay tight and they relieve the pressure. You see how we're falling to the other side now? I didn't have to force myself over there, but if I have to, right? Here I am, I'm applying the pressure, he starts relieving it. Good for me. If he's not, he's just kicking, make a boot, or like put your foot in the boot, not this one, but this one. Right? If he just starts kicking out, and now he's not taking me over there, I have to make it happen for myself. So I'm going to keep that foot, and what I need to do here is I need to post off that mat. So this grip is going to be very important. If you want to adjust here, make sure there's no slack. See how my elbow's flailing out high? I want to keep that elbow in tight. So if I adjust this grip, now it's super strong, and I'm going to use this bottom hand to start pushing myself over to the other side. Now here's where the trick is, right? Nobody crosses their feet for me, I cross it for them. So I'm going to go back to this grip as I start coming to the other side, and I'm going to use my elbow to block that knee. By blocking that knee, see how it naturally crosses over the top of my leg? Now I can come over the top, and I've managed to cross his feet forward, right? So I'm going to change angles. Oh no, notice how I immediately go for my grips, sleeve grips, tuck the chin, right? Elbows in tight. He's going to start trying to attack. I'm going to take this top leg, I'm going to try and foot lock him here, see if I can get him to release. He's pulling me over to my side, thank you. See how my elbow just straps that bottom knee and I start driving on top of it here? Don't be lazy with this foot. And now that's going to give me what I need to catch this foot here. Now I've got to finish by hipping in once I lock this foot. Did anybody not see the angles? Does anybody need to see it? Okay. Oh, you guys are so quiet. Let's go again.
A lot of people scratch their head like, I don't know, I don't want to be the only one. I see 4 of you guys scratch like, I don't want to be the only one. You're the only one, guys.
So I'm here defending. See how my elbow's trapped in me to make sure that I got good pressure here. Now if he doesn't pull me to the other side, I keep this grip strong as I push here, and then this elbow's going to come on top here, so it's pushing that one over the top there. I'm also driving my hips on top of that leg so that I can catch here. Alright.
I felt that.
I try not to break my toys, so be nice to your friends once you feel that pressure. Not let go. I think Professor said, what, groups of 3 lower belts work and upper belts coach?
Outfit, yes. And we have 2 mats, guys, so feel free to just walk through the door, and then we have some more area